I'm laughing already because I'm already dropping stuff. Uh, Life is interesting. That's what I'm going with. So I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So I'm going with a little different approach today. I I'm doing a bigger flower and just kind of putting it out there and seeing how it goes. I look at like flower arrangements and gardens and, try to kind of get some ideas from colors and just landscape of the world, basically, and see what shows and how things look. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to do here, is just use some of that coloring and see if I can, find a new way to do things. I'm always looking to see what happens when I don't just, worry so much about one particular section or way something looks, if that makes sense. So we'll see. We'll see what happens as I go along here. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun. And as I always say, it's just paint. So, if we don't like it, we don't do it again. We do something different and see how that goes. So, Owen has been having some pretty good days. And with that being said, he's also been having some emotional moments. And, it's hard when he doesn't really understand his own emotions completely. And so when you look at some of that and you see how he handles things, you go through trying to get him to understand other people's emotions, his own emotions, and how we kind of deal with life and how we deal with everyone's kind of desire to be heard, and how we express. Ooh, I'm dropping stuff. I usually wear like the same clothes over and over again. I put on like smocks or long shirts or something to over what I'm wearing, because half the time I wear it. And Owen and I both, we have, most of our clothes have paint on it. So I don't need to be flinging, because I have a dress that I kind of like on that's not paint. I don't want to get paint. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, so, how do you explain that other people are allowed to have their own emotions and their moments when, he's still learning about emotions, and he is very tuned in to people's words, and I can't not cry in front of him, because he has to learn how to deal with that. He has to learn what that means to have someone cry or someone be upset when life is happening. And so, it's it's hard for, I forget sometimes to turn my noises off. And now in a minute it's going to say, get Owen. I don't want to, I have all my timers in case I'm, doing something. I don't want to miss the bus. So anyways, but he's growing so much, and he's starting to understand life and how people react to things and what that means and what we do. So he gets it, but when I cry or when I show emotions, it's difficult for him to process. It's difficult for him to, just a itty bitty bit of orange. We'll fix it. No big deal. I just need to take my time and not throw paint everywhere. I get excited. So he's been dealing a lot with that, and just trying to kind of get him to realize what to do, what to say. So you never know what the day is going to bring at any particular point. And that was just one of those things. Owen's emotions, my emotions, life's emotions. It's all kind of happening right now. And he's had kind of a hard day, hard couple of days, and I'm hoping that the weekend he can kind of see his grandma and do some things that he likes to do, and maybe that will kind of help kind of ease his mind and calm him down some, and maybe just make it a little bit better for him, because I know so much is happening for him, and he's 13, so age, hormones, life, interesting. But hopefully he'll have a good weekend, and we can kind of calm down, and again, just see what happens through everything. So there is, oops, making a mess. Making a mess. So we've got this little flower that is completely the same of what I've done before, but yet completely different than what I've done before. And so hopefully I will keep growing in my art and keep growing with being able to help Owen grow and me grow. I say art, but as I always tell Owen, I don't always get everything right. The things that I don't do, or I forget, or I have struggles with, we're human. And I just keep hoping and praying that he'll I know he'll get it. I know he will. So that's what we can do. That's all we can do. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I think we're about done here. I love watching paint dry, so it'll be interesting to see what happens as this kind of dries and changes and adapts and everything. I'll be very interested in seeing what happens. So, okay, so I always sign O for Owen, and then L, and B. There we go. All right, thanks so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.